So if we're gonna have more concert vlogs, we're gonna have to start from the very beginning with my very first K-pop concert, which technically wasn't even a real concert. Let's get started. I may do a video specifically breaking down my descent into K-pop hell, but for now, this is what you need to know. After I was introduced in June of 2015, I was pretty much the most obsessed with K-pop that I have ever been, and hopefully will ever be. Like, I was in so deep. K-pop was my new bae, and I was in my honeymoon phase, if you know what I mean. BTS was my gateway group. You know, like gateway drugs, except instead of getting high, you're just locking yourself in your room and looking up YouTube videos of pretty boys. Your family is just as concerned, though. BTS actually had a US tour that summer, but I was actually out of the country at that time, so I wasn't able to make it. Since I was so distraught, I swore that I would see them the next time they came to the US, which ended up happening just 2 months later, in the form of the BTS Highlight Tour. If you're a newer fan and don't know about it, that's because we don't talk about the Highlight Tour. It was a dark time for American armies. This was a result of poor planning and bad management, but let's not get into it. Basically, BTS teamed up with Community 54 as their brand ambassadors and did a joint tour of mini concerts. The tour took place at the end of September in 4 cities: San Francisco, Houston, Atlanta, and Toronto. The tour was announced in the spring and they had already sold tickets, but in the fall, they released more tickets, and I, from the depths of K-pop hell, saw that this was happening and was like, holy shit, I have to go. Bear in mind, none of these 4 cities are near me. The closest one is a 4-hour drive outside of the country. Imagine this scenario with me. I'm sitting in an important meeting. The tickets go on sale. I leave my meeting to go outside and squat in the hallway, and like a woman possessed, I immediately buy the $50 ticket t-shirt and spend a solid minute looking at my phone thinking, holy shit, I actually just did that. Next scenario. I'm on the phone with my mom. I say, hey, Mom. And my mother, who is very familiar with me making stupid decisions, immediately recognizes the tone in my voice. So, I'm going to Toronto. Alone. For a concert. I already bought tickets. Next scenario. I'm at the American-Canadian border in my 1995 Toyota Camry, looking the border officer in the face. He asks me what I'm going to Canada for. I tell him I'm going to a K-pop concert. My parents were pretty pissed because traveling alone as a girl is pretty dangerous, especially in another country. Also, the area of the venue was pretty etch-a-sketch, if you feel me. Since I was in Canada, I couldn't use data on my phone, so I was navigating my way there the old-fashioned way, with printed out Google Maps directions. When I arrived after my 4-hour drive, the fans had already lined up all the way around the building. I joined them immediately and tried to make some friends because what else can you do when you're alone at a concert in another country waiting in line for 7 hours? I just kind of wiggled my way into the conversations of the girls around me and eventually became friends with them. Take note of this because this is going to be an ongoing trend in my concert videos. I basically formed a line friend squad with 4 of the other girls in line, one of which actually ended up bringing her mom. We bonded, played music, and even ate pizza together while we waited in line. Did I mention that we waited for like 7 hours? They all had high touch tickets, even the mom. The mom was, by the way, Jimin biased and also Colombian, so she only ever spoke Spanish to her daughter and had her translate for us. I actually speak Spanish, so I did my best to try and talk to her, which I think she appreciated. This might also sound like an unimportant detail, but trust me, it will become important later. Anyway, a lot of people will tell you that the Toronto show was the best out of the 4 cities, and that's all thanks to the phenomenal venue staff. But what a lot of people might not tell you is that one of the staff members was really attractive. He walked by us and we all did a double take like, whoa, why is Insu from My Name staffing this concert? To this day, he remains a mystery. All we know about him is that his name tag said Steve. Steve, if you're out there watching this video, call me. In my last concert vlog, I told the story of how I low-key flirted with a stranger, and I bet you might think that that was a one-time thing, but it's not. I wasn't as suave as I am now, but I did used to carry your attractive cards and just shamelessly give them to attractive strangers. I didn't want to give one to just Steve because that seemed kind of shitty, so I gave one to all of the guy staff members that I met. They were all so cute, they deserved them. The other guys laughed as they read theirs, but Steve just looked really intently at his. Either English wasn't actually his first language or he was just really confused. I don't know. Alright, let's get to the actual concert. The venue was super tiny and almost all standing, so I ended up parking my poor 4'11" ass in the back on the stairs with one of my friends and her mom. Another thing people might not tell you is that the show actually had an opening act, a rapper named Conseo. They probably won't tell you this because they forgot, like me. When BTS came on, everyone was so lit. I could only see the top halves of their bodies, but it's okay. I didn't need to see all of them to know that they looked fine as hell. Best 4 songs of my life, they killed it, and then the concert was over, because it was only 4 songs. Everyone who didn't have a high touch was then asked to leave, which included me because I had bought my ticket late. I sadly started to say goodbye to my friend and her mom, but then the mom looked at me and looked at my friend, and then she got this look in her eye. She beckoned us over to the corner and started to take off her high-touch wristband to give to me. I was freaking out, but she assured me that she wanted me to have it and that she was tired from the concert and just wanted to go home. I got really emotional and I thanked her a million times in Spanish. Okay, so the high touch. I obviously wasn't planning on doing the high touch at my first K-pop concert, and oh my god, it was BTS, and so you can imagine how unprepared I was when I saw them looking amazing in their casual clothes. I pretty much just looked like this the whole time. I was so starstruck, I honestly don't even remember most of it. I just remember that they all looked really good and that their hands were really, really soft. Also, I remember Jin looking at my dumbass face and like smacking my hand because I was just standing there frozen like a shitty cardboard cutout. It was almost like it was trying to tell me to get a fucking grip, but listen, if you were that close to him, you would be acting the same way. I left the venue and I got my t-shirt, which I'm wearing now, but I was still in complete and total shock. I was so close to BTS. I even got to touch them. I didn't even buy a high touch ticket. Mother of my friend, if you are out there, I am still so thankful to you. Especially now that BTS is crazy popular and I'm probably never gonna get that opportunity again. You're the real MVP. Alright, so that's the story of my first K-pop concert. I went alone, impulsively, to another country. It wasn't even a real concert, and I got to touch BTS. I hope you enjoyed! Since that concert, I have gone to many more, some of which have some really great stories associated with them, so look forward to more concert vlogs. I don't have a lot of followers right now, and you know what that means. It means I can answer all of your comments, so leave them. Have you ever been starstruck or done something stupid at a high touch? Have you ever experienced the kindness of a Canadian stranger? Have you ever flirted with venue staff before? Please, let me know. Like I said, you can comment or you can tweet me at AyToZee_, and you can hashtag it with Highlight Steve, because why not? Help me find him. You can also like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, drink some water, follow your dreams, punch a bear. You do you, boo-boo. Bye.